Hi, this is Nate, and we're looking at work in progress on Legacy. Today I want to show this underground assault map, which is a map of 5 chambers that are randomly connected together and populated. And I want to show class abilities for warriors, hunters, and mystics. This is sort of our first pass at the classes, so things are a little rough, but pretty fun. Warriors have this embattle ability, which is all about the engage mechanic. Oh, he missed. So I'm going to use Desperate Engage, which spends a heroism to give you a free attack that does quarter damage, and if it hits, it engages the enemy. So there we go. When enemies are engaged, they are slowed. And if they move, you get a free attack on them. All right. The tooltips have been improved. They show you your percent to hit, what damage you'll probably do, any aspects, important aspects that you'll apply. In this case, because this frogman is surrounded, he's easy to hit, and you can actually see that in the attack summary, which you can get in the combat log. Shows you that because he's surrounded, he has a -20 to his roll. And the other thing we have in here in the combat log is the damage breakdown, where you can see that what the base roll was, his armor, any pierce, stuff like that. Okay, hunters. What do we got in this room? A little worried about that boar still. I'm gonna bring my mystic in and ignite here. So that was alright. And I'm also going to quick fuse that blaze because I think that'll be useful later. Mystics have this mechanic called interfuse, which allows them to mingle their spirit with... Oh, flash cone. This is perfect. Sorry, I'm just going to play. Great. Which allows them to mingle their spirit with... mystics haven't been... I'm going to end the turn. Okay. So, I interfused with this blaze, and that gives me many more options now. You can see my action bar is chock full of options. When you've interfused with something, you can then use it for other abilities. So in this case, I think I'm just going to do a fire leash, which allows me to move the blaze up to 3 squares. And it does damage to things it hits, and then half damage to tiles it passes through. And then I think we'll just deal with it real easily, and then we'll move on to the next room. Interfuse is going to get more complicated as your mystic levels up. They'll be able to have multiple targets interfused simultaneously, and then you get recipes, which will be like if you have say 2 blazes, you'll be able to do certain things, or if you have a blaze and a piece of furniture, you'll be able to do certain things. So that's how the mystics are going to get their depth. Yeah, the other thing we've done is a lot of work on the interface, just to make things smooth. Why is there nobody in this room? That is awfully suspicious. What? Okay, let me see. I'm going to interfuse with this furniture. Aha! So the other cool thing about interfuse, it gives you sight. So I was able to see around this corner basically by using that ability. And so knowing that, I don't know if these guys know where I am. I think I might just try to set up for next turn. Or maybe I should... I don't know. I think I'm just going to set up... what we got here? Flash cone? Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, let's just play. I'm gonna run my hunter. Hide. Hide and sneak up. So that'll be his turn. The warriors I'm just going to leave here. This guy, I'm going to light a fire here because that might be useful later. And you can be done. Alright, they don't know where we are. Okay. So, because I'm hidden, I get one free attack. The first attack out of Grey Plane is free. And I'm just going to take my other 2 attacks with the rest of my time units. Oh, terrible. So you can see I rolled a 5 and a 1 on those 2 attacks. So that's bad. Well, let's get in there. This is going to hurt a lot. Alright. I think I need to get in there further. So I'm going to use heroism to give myself more time so that I can also make an attack. I just really want to kill this guy. Alright, so I got lucky and I killed that guy. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're using this Mystic. So, the Mystic actually has a bunch of cool abilities that are relevant to this situation. I'm going to have this warrior move up 1, and then that's going to let me use... Oh, shoot. Alright, if I move up, then I can use Blazing Sword. So I'll select my warrior here, and then I'll select the boar. And this is a free attack. Oh my gosh. My rolls are terrible. That does extra damage and fire damage. I'm actually going to use heroics so I can do that again. Blazing Sword one more time. Okay, that's more like it. So that boar is probably going to die. The other boar will do some damage, but that's fine. And my turn. Ouch. Alright, so this guy surrounded. The tear apart. Great. Let's move to the next room. So yeah, you can see it's there's some gameplay going on. It's not 100% balanced yet, but it's starting to get fun. Okay, that's that. Probably just I'm just gonna wait one more turn. Prepare a shot. And my turn. That's fine. The reason I did a prepared shot there was because it gives you a free attack at the start of your next turn. It's a little cheesy, but I don't care. Alright. Mystic, get in there. I'm going to withdraw my interfuse from these shelves, and then instead I'm going to interfuse with this scenery. So not only does that give me vision, but then I can use Splinter Blast to deal damage to these guys and also debuff. So we'll roll it. That's pretty good. Should make these guys a lot easier to deal with. Oh, come on. You're supposed to hurt them. Oh, that was terrible. I think I used the wrong ability there. I threw a rock at him instead of hitting him with my sword. Okay. Do I have a shot on you? No. Alright, so... Oh, that was my free attack, so I can still move. Right. Okay, 89%. Is anybody close? I'll just have my hunter use heroics to get some more time. And then shoot again. There we go. Yeah, the best turns are when the enemies don't get to hit you. So eventually I want... Oh, ha! My warrior just ran through that scenery, and that's because she has an ability called Overbuilt, which gives her extra health, which you can see there in her health bar, and then also lets you run through scenery. It's kind of cute. I want this door to be locked, and you'll have to find the key, which will either be in this room, in the room on the left, or the room on the right. And the rooms are randomly connected, so you won't always take the same path through. But there'll be a key, and then the other room that doesn't have a key will probably have some treasure or something. And well, this is just one of the little maps we have going. It's not the only one or anything. Okay, prepare a shot. Oh, more guys. Alright, so I'm going to come in with Embattle, which will allow me to get extra damage in his next turn, since I don't think I'm going to kill him. And then, let's see, my other warrior. Okay, and then my hunter. Oh, what? Did I open the door on the wrong turn? I did. I'm awesome. What can I get? I can interfuse with this scenery. And then I'm done. Okay, well that sucked. Oh wow. So these frogmen have this ability where they shoot their tongue at you. Where is it? Yeah, poison tongue. And it applied this dazed debuff to Mole here. And what that does is it takes away his time units. So he's completely useless this turn. We have a bunch of monster abilities on deck that aren't implemented. And as those come in, we'll announce them on the board. But for now, we have some kind of placeholder stuff that I put in. Okay, so we've got our furniture here. I'm going to use Burning Arrow to let my hunter take a free shot at this raccoon. And then I think I'm going to use Splinter Blast to blow up this bookcase and slow down the frogman. There we go. Also, I want to put her in front since she has 1 billion hit points. So that gives him cover and that makes him harder to hit. So this should be okay. Okay. Great, so we clear out this room, maybe we pick up the key, maybe we get some treasure, and then we head back to the final room. I'm using a lot of the keyboard shortcuts. My goal is to be able to drive pretty much everything from the keyboard. It's not quite possible currently, but that's where I want to go. Oh wow, what? Why is he still dazed? Might be a problem. Okay, he's finally, he must have been, wow. Must have had like 7 or 8 days or something. That's pretty terrible. We're probably gonna have to tune that. Or put a limit on it or something. Because that's not fun. Okay, so he's getting more and more time units. I think next turn he'll be... almost. Next turn. Alright, so I think it's time to prepare a shot, and then next turn we'll run in there. Okay. Remember to end my turn before opening the door. Open the door. Oh. So this is a boss boar. He does a lot of damage, and he has a leadership ability, I think, which makes everybody in this room stronger. But we're pretty overpowered at this point, so I think we'll be okay. We're going to use Quick Fuse on these shelves, which lets me infuse instantly without spending an action. And then probably just immediately Splinter Blast these guys. Just this guy. I think that's okay. You can see the range of it. Yeah, I think that's okay. Good. So that slows him down, and that, I'm hoping, will be a big help. Oh, I can just hit him. That's great. 4 damage there, and then I think I'm just going to take his other 2 attacks. Okay, so we need to make the monsters harder. That's fine, that's easy to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in front again, and we'll just have to see how this goes. He's all out of time. You need to like light a fire somewhere so you can have something to work with, or just interfuse that chair. Just light a fire. Yeah. So we're gonna ignite. And I'm out of heroics, so I can't quick fuse with it. That's what I was checking. We'll use Guardian, which increases his defense, because I don't want him to die if I can help it. Okay. Wow. She has 1 billion hit points. So that's exactly what I wanted to happen there. So I'm going to double team this player. Good. Moving up to give surround, and then I'm going to have my Mystic use Blazing Sword to give my warriors a couple more attacks. Yeah, okay, Blazing Sword's pretty powerful right now. I think that's okay because it's kind of difficult to set up, so I don't feel too bad about it. Shoot this guy, and then I think my Mystic can actually finish this off if he does a quick fuse with the fire, and then fire leashes it over to this guy. We should be able to win. Bam. Okay, yeah, so that's the Underground Assault. That's where the game's at right now. Thanks for watching.